Okay guys, it's William here and I'm going to talk about Wusik SQ200, the Wusik sequencer. And the first thing you're going to notice is that the Wusik sequencer looks like a retro hardware sequencer, and that's the idea of this project, to work more like those old MIDI sequencers like the Roland MCs 50 and 500. So the idea here is that you have sections. You can see here on the screen you have the S01, so you have sections, and each section can have up to 99 tracks. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to right click here, or I can just click on options, and I'm going to set my plugins, which I have already done, but I'm going to disable a few plugins that I'm not going to use. And I can also change the custom name of a few plugins. So instead of Wusik Station, I'm going to just call W Station, and a short name to show on the track list we're going to see in a minute. So I'm just changing those names, and I'm going to disable several plugins that are not compatible because they are from Sonar, and they are not going to work because they only work with Sonar. So I'm just going to hide selected. These two, you can middle click to disable one by one. There should be the Fruit Loops, sure, I don't want to use. Drop zone also is not going to work because several of those are from Sonar that I have installed to test my plugins. Everything else comes with Wusik SQ200, the open source MDA plugins, and also synths like the GX10. And I have installed the Wusik Station, Wusik Eve, Wusik 8008. I'm not going to use the other ones on this project. And now I'm going to go to the audio settings. Already set up my ASIO driver and my USB MIDI controller is set here. So if I press my keys here, it's going to play on the screen there. Okay, that is set up. Now I want to also set up my audios folder, so my samples folders, because I can work inside Wusik SQ200 with acid as acid, I think that's the name, acid files. It's easy to say. So it's samples, wave samples. That's my waves folder. So that's it for the configuration, pretty much. There are some other options here. You can check it out. There's also an option to learn the keyboard keys. If you check the manual, there's going to be information there about the keys, but it's basically shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the first ones here, shift 1, shift 2 to 9, and then this 0 key, the mines and the dash, no, I don't know what's the name of this key, dash, the equal key for the CPU, undo is the backspace, save is Q, load is W, and E is the editor. Just press shift, hold shift and press these keys to direct access all these options here. Play stop is the space key, and rewind is the X key, which is also the stop, and R is record. The key S saves the project directly, so I don't have to press shift and W to save. And well, that's pretty much it. And Control Enter enables the computer keys, so you can use the keys on the computer as MIDI keys, and press ESC to exit. And if you are on a menu, you press M to open a menu, and if you press ESC, it exits the menu. So and the OK is the enter return key. So M to open a menu and OK to select something. So I'm going to start up adding a track here. So I'm going to press M because this track is empty. So I have to insert something on this track. There's no other track, so if I go up and down, there's nothing else here. I press M, and I'm going to select the new instrument. So I press return, and I can use up and down, left and right to go through my list. I'm going to select the Wusik 8008, so I press return again. Now I am on the settings for the instrument. So you can see I'm editing the instrument number 1, which is Wusik 8008. So I'm going to press Shift E to open the editor. Let me resize my editor here. It's not resizing correctly. I always find some bugs and problems in my code on these videos, but I always fix it later. So no panic here. So I'm going to make this really large, because Wusik 8008 it's one big guy. Oh, this is too large. So I'm going to load preset here. Oh, I don't have the presets loaded, I forgot that. Oh, bloody hell. So let me load my presets. Wait a minute. I'm here, just don't want to show my password. Okay, let me download the presets. It's going to take a while. I totally forgot that because I just installed this machine. So my data folder. Okay, here we are. Presets collection. Just a minute. Wusik 8008. Oh, I think I lost a lot of presets from my previous backup. Well, I have to find those some other time. That happens. So let me see. Okay, it's downloading now. Should not take too long. While I'm doing that, I'm going to add another track. So track 2, I'm going to press M again. Now I'm going to add a new audio track. And it's going to show all my folders for my sounds. I'm going to add some perimeter sounds because I just like the stuff they done. So I just press enter again to select the file I wanted. And now I'm also in the settings menu. So if I press play, and if I press shift play, it's going to loop. Also select a few things here. I have just one audio file loaded on this audio track. I can select the loaded limiter and also do some low shelving here. To do some high pass because because I want to add a pad audio. So I press ESC, escape. I'm going to go track 1, open the editor. My presets should be here now. And I want some nice moving sounds. Let me try something. That's a good one. So I'm going to press R for recording. And let me just be sure I have pressed X to go to the initial initial bar measure. Okay, so I have recorded everything I wanted. I can quantize this note just by pressing the right click, but I'm going to just change the size. Okay. Now, let's play this again. Okay, so now I want to edit a few things here, because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have recorded 8 bars, but it's showing, I pressed the button by accident. I have to fix that. Because it's going over the 8 bars. I don't want that. I want to be less. So it's recorded the track length at 14. I have been added something else here. What have I done? What a mess. Let me show here. Vertical zoom. 40. Where are my notes? I just setting 40. Let me put manually here. What's the panic button? Let's try again. Okay, that was correct. So, okay, let me make this section. I'm going to press Shift 2, so it goes to this section editor. So I'm on section 1, and I'm going to press M for menu, rename, introduction. Okay, and I'm going to play 2 times this section. So that's already giving 52 seconds, though that's very long. And the section length is not 14, it's 8. I can also set, I'm going to play 1 time and play 16. So it's going to loop both tracks, because if I press ESC, I'm going to go back to the track selection. And you can see here, my track is set to loop. So it's going to loop 2 times because it's just 8 measures. The other one is 4 measures. It's going to loop 4 times. But I'm going to add a fading here. Just go left, right, start right several times until I see in. I'm going to add 8 measures of fading. Let's see if that works correctly. Yeah, that played just like I wanted. So what have I done? Okay, I'm section 1, track 1, I set a length of 8 measures, leave it the loop add option, and added 8 measure track fade. And on the section, if I press Shift 2, I go to the section settings, I set the length of 16. So it's going to play all the tracks until it reaches 16 measures. And since both my tracks, I go back, press Escape or Shift 1 to go to the tracks. Both my tracks are set to loop. They're going to be looped until it reaches the end. Okay, let me save this. I'm going to press S and I'm going to project my project 1. Okay, it's saved. Also, another thing to keep in mind here in the project settings, you can select the timing. I'm going to select a bit faster, 130. So let's try again that. Just you can see that it flashed the processing. It detected that the time changed and have redone the asset file so it matches the time of the project. And I'm going to add a third track now. Or better, let me do something here. I'm going to press Shift 2 to go to the sections editor, and I want to add another section. So I'm going to press M for the menu, and I want to duplicate the section. Duplicate section, copy events. I press up to select copy events, and OK to confirm. So now I have 2 sections. 1 and 2, and the section 2 I'm going to also select the length for it. I'll select 32, and I'm going to press Escape to go to the tracks. Now I'm section 2, track 1. I'm going to select the length of 8 and remove the fade, and go to the track 2. I can go directly from one track to another. Press 1 and 2, track 1 and 2. Okay. And I'm going to add another audio to this audio track. So it's my audio. I press M, insert new, to insert a new audio. Let me find some drums here. Those are not playing. Weird. Oh, these are Rex files. Okay, I want this one. So I have to select that, but I have to repeat. just going to change the size so it copies the size to the memory. There we go. Press escape. But now I have a problem. I used this track. Let me see. Shift 4 is going to edit the settings of the track. I have my high pass filter on this track. So I need to add something that adds a bit of bass on this track. So I'm going to add another track. Track 3, M, audio new. Okay, that's the one I want. Oh, I put it on the wrong place. That happens. No big. I'm just going to boost the lower end a bit. Okay. Now if you go to the section 1, I'm already on the first measure. Let me save. I'm going to press S to save. It saves to the same file, but it creates a new, what's the name again? I used it. Oh, I forgot now. Version. I think version, or it creates a different file, and when you load it asks you which file you want to load from the same project. So it's very handy because you have a copy of everything you have created before. So if I press play now, here on the start of the project, it's going to play the section 1 and then play section 2 in order. Sorry, I pressed it up and down and changed the order. Let me play again. Because I can change the section if I want, using it for live performance, stuff like that. Okay, now I'm going to add on the section 1, so I'm back to section 1, let me go back to the start. I'm going to add on track 3. The fun thing about sections is that tracks don't need to match up. So on section 1, I'm going to have another audio on track 3 that's separate from everything else. So I'm going to add a drum fill, wave. So now I have to move this one. So I'm going to press Shift 8. I'm going to edit the timing. Let's change it to whole. And I'm going to try. I'm having a problem with this code here. It's not allowing me to edit. So I'm going to use the mouse instead. I have to fix that. After the videos, I'm going to fix all the things that I find in here. So it has to be towards 9, 11, 12. I can use the zoom here. Let's not be so lazy. I think it's here. No, it's not here. It's one before that. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one. No, it's 15. I always get confused with time. Something got stuck. Yeah. A few things I have to fix it, but nothing so serious. No biggie. Okay, that's a bit off tempo. If you really want to know, it should be a bit. It's not allowing me to age it. I don't know why that. I'm going to figure it out eventually. I just have to find the right exact time. Yeah, almost. It's good, but it's not killing the previous node, so I have to put this on the list. I know why it's not doing that. It's just a silly error, but I have to fix that. Oh, come on. And it's also... Yeah, it's getting stuck alright. Oh yeah. Never a dull moment. Yeah, now it's stopping too soon. Ah, that sucks. But I can make it work. Just have to exit here. 64. Okay. That works. It's a bit silly, but it works. I know what the crash sound. So no, not like that. On track 4. Audio new. I'm just going to add. Let's see if I have. I should be there. What is it? Oh, 12 hour. Toolbox. Drum kits. Cushion. Here. Trying to use now I have disabled looping on this track. Okay, it's not the best thing, but it's just to test the software and show you what you can use. I can't check the CPU usage, but it's going to be very low, especially on my machine that's very fast. I have the mixer. Oh, my crash is not on the first measure. Also forgot to show the metronome area, because there are some options here that you can adjust, and you can also change the metronome type on the options here. Metronome, you have some file options, or you can create your own. Just check the data folder for some ideas. I'm going to create another track here. Press M, instrument new, and we try the MDA GX10. See if I can find something cool. Okay, I like the sound. So what we're going to do, just so you know, we always use zeros left and right to navigate. I forgot to say that before, but it's on the manual, so I always should check out the manual first. I'm going to press enter here on this 1 and 2, because those are the instruments effects that you can insert. And I want to check if I have, I don't know if I have to select my, oh, I forgot to add one effect I like, but that's no problem. I'm going to use Studio Web Echo. Press escape, shift 4 again to go there, and add a bit of bass. Let's go to the start of the measure and let me try to. Let's see how bad was that. So I'm going to press M, process. I'm going to quantize the hell out of it. Completed. Press return again. M, process. What's the name? Shift, I think. Shift resolution. -1. Okay, there you go. That's fun. I need to make it just 2 measures. I'm going to delete these guys here. I just press select. I just hold the mouse and press delete on the keyboard. Just trying something here. Let's see if sounds good. Oh, my sound card just died. Oh, come on. Yeah. something happening with the plugin or the effect. So audio just died. That's not cool. Ah, come on. So let me restart again. Just crap out my Asia drivers, which it have done. Let me reset my board here. This audio card I'm using is the onboard one, so sometimes it fails. Not a big deal. Hey, come on. What's wrong? Now, it doesn't want to open anymore. Okay, let's see, I think it will open now. So Shift W, and if I press Shift W again, it loads the last project. What I'm going to do now, there are two tracks here. This track, I solid. Now that's the crash symbol. That's the bass. Okay, this one I want to add a fade into of track fades. It's not allowing me to add more than, because it's short, so let me double it. And also the bass. Add track fade, but since it's too short, I'm going to duplicate. Let's see if I add this option. I don't remember. I think it's copy. Measure 3. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. I forgot to explain this. When there is an asterisk on the length of a track, it means it's going to try to automatically detect the length using the last note, or just press up to set up this manually. So I'm going to create another section now, section 3. I'm going to copy. I'm going to first go to section 2, section duplicate, copy events, yes, okay. And then I'm on section 3 now. 3, go escape, I go to the tracks. And let me see here. Okay, what's this one? I have to change the length, it's not duplicating. Okay, that's another thing to fix. So let me see, track 1, 2, 3. I'm going to remove the phase of all the tracks. Just press the track numbers directly. Track 1, it's not 14, it's 8. Choose 4, choose 4. Hold on. Not loop it for. Yeah, that's correct. And now on track 1, I'm going to remove this track. It's not a problem that the tracks are not aligned anymore. It's no big deal. Because you have a description of each track, so it should be fairly easy to understand what's going on. And I'm going to add another instrument, SQ200, and open the editor. My MIDI is not connected. MIDI settings. Okay, it's connected. Oh yeah, baby. Let's try something here now. Something simple. Oops. Let me see the whole thing. And process quantize. Use 8. Yes. Very good, but it's a bit of tempo in the area there, and it didn't quantize the way I wanted, so let me put 4 here. Yeah, that's more like it. Not working. Strange, something got stuck. Always something to fix, but that's normal. Now that's more like it. And I'm going to copy, start, set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see the bots. Is this right? This doesn't sound right. Ah, silly boy. Of course. Nah. And yet, I made it wrong. Just press Shift and Backspace and hit Windows. No, not quantize. Copy. Offset. 91. Why it's not going to the right place? That's weird. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Here. That's fun. But I want to add something here. So let's sort this guy. Wow, this preset is monophonic. How did I notice that? Let's try something then. Oh, the presets are monophonic. Oh, okay, let's change it then. Okay, I'll remove a bit of the bass. So let's try it again. Let's save it as solo, shift 0. That's pretty fun. I'm going to duplicate this section. Let's go to Shift 2 section. Oh, they all have introduction in there. Let me. Too late, so change it. Rename introduction with play. Oh, come on, I press it. Ah! Oh, this keyboard has this problem. Sometimes I press this stuff and it goes crazy. Just so you guys understand, the application didn't crash. I closed it somehow. I press a key here on my keyboard that actuates a macro that closed the program. That sucks. Because you can't see here, but I have a lot of macros here on the left because it's a gaming keyboard. So let's go to the section, solution, rename interface, refilm play. Let's duplicate it with the events. And what I'm going to do, section 2, Oh, not on section editor. So submit original interpret display, play 2 times, and here on 4. To add some effects. So I'm going to delete this track. Was okay. I'm going to add something else here entirely. Another copy of Wusik 2008, and let me try something here. To remove, I didn't like it. Shift click to quantize it. Length 8, that's what I wanted. But I don't want just this sound, I want to add another track, an audio track. Very glitchy. I always forget, I have to go to the first measure so it adds the events correctly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Whoa! What have I done now? This time it just closed on me. And I don't know why, to be honest. Check. Okay, something bad happened here with the audio. Oh, come on. Just a minute, guys. I'm getting there. Yeah, it's the Asia driver. Why it's doing that? Okay. Let me check what's going on. What have I lost here? Oh, everything. Crap. Going to give up yet. That's okay. So section 4. Let me remove the Wusik 8000 chip track. I could leave there and just remove the elements, but I just want to keep it clean, at least in the way I like it. Okay, let me try again. start. What is it now? In the end. Let me play around. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of fun. Okay, let me remove a bit of the base here because it's starting like crazy. Let me quantize this because I think some nodes are overlapping. Okay, it's kind of fun. Lower the volume of this track. Something like that. Okay. You can see that it works very well. I have problems with the node editor that I'm going to fix after this video. And I have to improve the audio processing because if you notice the last time it crashed, it was when I was adding a WAV file directly, because this is open source code that I'm using, but I don't know, it may not be working very well, so I have to do more tests there and see if I can fix myself. Otherwise, I'm going to try it in a different way. I'm going to launch it in a separate process, so if it crashes, it doesn't bring the whole program down, and it's always stable. It's just one idea. So let's see from the start. So I have, oh come on, what am I doing here? No, wrong place. So I have my section 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't rename the section 4. Let me rename section is, and on section 4 I was going to add another. Let me save it now. You can see that I added an empty track here. If I press M, an instrument, I can select other instruments to be reused, or just press M, insert new, and it's going to insert a new instrument. I'm going to use Wusik 2008 again. I have to activate the MIDI every time. I don't know why it's not saving. I kind of like this one, it's a bit eerie. something is going on with my view meters there. I don't know, something went wrong there. Okay, right click and it quantizes. But I want to add more effect to this guy, so Shift F4. Delay. It's a bit too loud. Well, it's kind of okay. So if I go to my sections, oh, this is something I forgot to mention. If I'm editing a track, the view meter shows the track only. And if I go to the section to play the entire section, it shows the entire section. Duplicate the riff play to play again after this section. Copy yes, and then I'm going to add something else there. So let's go to the start this time. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Here, where is it? Here, this guy I'm going to add. So Shift F4 and insert new audio, and S to save first. Insert new audio, let's go. That's some mechanical bits. That's the one. And I'm going to remove the tracks fading. So track 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they don't have fading. Okay, that's cool already. Okay, just have to duplicate this guy because they have to match the rest of the track. It's not going to loop until it reaches the end here. Okay, so if I go to the section editor, it tells me this section 1 is 29 seconds, 3, 2, 59. I'm just pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the keyboard here to check the size. I already have 2 minutes and 53. That's not bad, considering that I'm just testing this out, not doing a lot. Let's play from the start, and then I'm going to finish this video because I have to do some fixes on the program. Maybe on the next video I do more. It's going to be working better. Always some work to do. there are a few problems that are detected, a few stuck nodes, and I know what's going on. So I'm going to be fixing all the problems here. I'm going to do another video, but this gives you an idea of what you can do with Wusik SQ200. It's not just another sequencer. I'm not going to try to mimic Kool-Aid's, Fruit Loops, Sonar, or Pro Tools. That's not the idea here. The idea is to have a retro Harvard-style sequencer that is easy to use and features at least enough to create complete projects. And I really need the input of everybody. So you guys have to tell me what I can improve and if you're going to be using this or not. Otherwise, it's not worth my time to work with this anymore because it's a lot of code. It's a lot of work too. I can also create a more less hardware-like interface, but then the idea goes a bit away and then starts moving towards a regular sequencer, which we already have a lot of companies doing so. I'm not interested in that. And the idea of creating this is because I wanted something like this, and it doesn't exist. So this is the only product that does exactly like this. And I like working this way. I just have to fix the problem that I found in this video, but that's normal. Always something new because I didn't have a lot of people helping me beta test this so far, so I really have to use it and find the problems myself, and not every time they appear. And well, it's pretty much for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.